Morning, y'all. Right, today's vlog is gonna be an interesting one. It's already kicking off on Twitter. People missing the point, people judging. Sad to see, actually. So we're gonna talk today about slow play, because I get some flack about my opinions for slow play, which I think people are misunderstanding, which we're gonna try and clarify. I've done a series of polls on Twitter, and I will wait for apologies. And we're gonna discuss some of the findings, misconceptions, and downright anger around the term slow play. So Friday's question, let's go back to that question. Are you taking lessons or why are you not? Loads of mixed comments. Still see the comment about the pro can't beat me, why would I have lessons from him? That comment just blows my head off. I mean, how would Tiger Woods ever have a lesson? Jack Nicklaus ever have a lesson? Most of the PGA Tour players ever have a lesson. Like, what is wrong with me? Where's that mindset? It's crazy.
Yeah. What do you want the world to be called?
Are you two brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
Or are you chatting?
Both at the same time.
Today's video is brought to you by Golf Online. Last week's winner of the balls will be announced at the end of the video. Also, what today's prize is will be announced shortly too.
Little.
So slow play. The first poll was simply asking, is slow play a real issue in golf? 65% of golfers said there was, 35% of golfers said it isn't. Issue number one, those two groups of golfers are going to struggle to get on, aren't they? So right from the outset of all these polls I've run through today amongst the discussions we're going to have about slow play, there's a big percentage who are angry or think there's something wrong, and then there's a decent percentage who don't. So you get those two people on Twitter or those two people in a room, you're not even discussing slow play as a thing. You've got to discuss if it's an issue first. Now, my experiences of slow play are ones of, in competitions when I used to compete, it's slow, it's gonna be slow, things happen. There's a lot of golfers on the course because they cram a lot in and people are taking it seriously, and it's not too many practice swings. You just need someone to not have played a provisional because they lose a ball in a position you would never think of losing one. I've lost balls in the middle of the fairway and then I've got to go back. Then you're calling people through. Now, calling people through is not always the issue to slow play, which we'll talk about further on in the video. I think that one's really kind of misunderstood with people. So even the definition of slow play is severely up for debate, and that's where this debate falls down, and one I think that people don't want to have. So let's define slow play. Slow play for me is a group of people or a person doing things that you shouldn't be doing on a golf course, which then in turn hold up the course. And for me, those people are always going to exist. It's how the course deals with those people. So for instance, when we went to Las Colinas recently, we put our buggy on Marshall setting. We're allowed to use the Marshall setting so we can see where everyone is, so we can go to places where people aren't to film. And they do a great job of moving people along, all paying customers, making sure everyone's in line and moving so everyone enjoys their day. So for me, if there is someone there or other courses who are doing things that they shouldn't be, so taking longer, not teeing off when they should be, just chatting, general just rudeness, then it's up to the club really, the facility, to really manage those people to keep everyone happy. As soon as people start to manage it themselves, as you can see from these polls and other discussions that have been going on, certainly on my Twitter, is it kind of turns into martial law, and it doesn't work because there is a lot of anger around this subject. And that's one of the things I want to tackle. Let's try and get rid of this anger around this subject because it's so used on so many occasions. Right, I'm off to Torquay Golf Club to see Dan and see how he's getting on. Matt's looking good, Dan.
Right,
taking shape.
Exciting times.
Isn't it, eh?
I'm a happy boy.
Yeah, lovely. It's going to be good. Not sure this is meant to be happening. Excuse me, it's the summer. So the next poll. How long should 18 holes of golf take? 19% under 3 hours 40 minutes. 54% under 4 hours, so between those times. 22% under 4 hours 30. And 5% under 5 hours. The scary thing with this post is it was loaded. How can anyone answer that post? I don't tell you the length of the course, how many people are playing, what event you're playing in, Stapleford Match Play Medal, an influence on the time it should take. To think as well that you could go out in the first 8 groups and finish at the same time as the last 10 groups of a full day of competition, to me is just crazy. There are always going to be crashes along the way on a golf course. Like I said earlier, people not playing a provisional when they had no real need to, but they lose their ball and then they've got to come back. Calling someone through doesn't make that any easier because that just logs everyone up together. Some groups playing faster than others. That will also cause jams. So for me, there's the big one. That one there's the big one. The last poll's pretty big as well. It wasn't meant to be, but it's been turned into something that it was never meant to be. That people can answer that. And to be fair, lots of people said can't answer that. It's a question, it's not a question. Lots got it. But that poll had, with 18 hours to go still, so I don't know what it's had now, over 2,500 votes. So again, this is my issue with slow play, and I see it. People are not defining any of the rules, which is why everyone, when it comes to this subject, not anyone, but lots of people want to use anger. You can't be using anger when the facts are so loose, as they often are around this slow play idea. One to think about. 3 players playing 3 holes, all with lovely faces. Group 1 going to this hole, go off the forward tees. Group 2 go off the back tees. Group 3 go off the standard tees. Middle tees, yellow tees, whatever you want to call it. Now, they all go round and play the 3 holes in the same time, an hour. So obviously they all took the same time, but they're playing very different length course. Let's pretend one's 7,000, one's 6,000, and one's 5,000, just for argument's sake. If they all play at the same time, so they take an hour to play the 3 holes, loose numbers, then who was playing faster per distance? So obviously they all played at the same speed, but they're playing different length courses. So one group is going to have to play in theory faster than the other, because if they all played off the same tees, would that group off the furthest back tees, if they kept up with the whole course, surely they're having to work harder, playing faster. Can you see where I'm going with this? There are so many complications, which is why you have to expect, when a course is full, some level of speed change, because there are so many variables at play. Hit that comments up down there. Come on, that one, I know, I've done this one on Twitter before when people go, oh, you're all playing at the same speed. And I get we're all playing at the same speed, but we're not playing at the same speed per distance of course, are we? Come on, down there. Oh, this is going to be on fire today. Come on, Murray! Shall we take a look at the last poll? So what is the biggest issue that causes slow play? Feel free to tell me other reasons. 48% busy course, rude golfers 27%, 13% women, 12% seniors. Now this one is causing an absolute storm. So during the first 2 polls, a few people were commenting that it was women, missed both of them, and or seniors that were causing slow play for them. Two out of 5 just ain't enough. So I wanted a number on this, what to me was an unbelievable statement in this day and age, that people would categorise it to a gender or an age group. And that's what this poll's done. It shows me, and it should show you, that there is definitely still issues out there when it comes to people's opinions of female golfers and senior golfers. So let's make this really clear. When we film all around the world, the last people we want behind us are seniors. They are super quick, often not putting out, often on a mission to play quick, in my opinion too quick. And then women golfers, I mean, I've never heard such a ridiculous stereotype of a gender that is slow. I mean, it just makes no sense for me. They move as fast as anyone else. I mean, it's not, there's not even a they. It's just, it baffles me. And I think it's a real issue. Which causes real witch hunts within our game for categories of players that get blamed for something which is basically busy course orientated as the general overall encompassing rule. I play with my eldest, Fanula, and she is the speed of a golfer at her standard. It's not male or female related. She plays at the speed that I ask her to play at. We play with Sophie Walker in the videos. We've played with Whitney Hillier. We've played with Paige Sporanic. There's no pace connected to their play. It just baffles me, and it saddens me to see that people still have this opinion, which is why I think as well this slow play discussion often is fueled by sexism, ageism, standardism, and as always, like the other 2 points, anger. This poll is a sad truth that there's still a good percentage of people. All you need is those people in a place with a voice, committees, captaining in teams, those kind of things, and they spread that kind of idea amongst fellow golfers. It saddens me, it really does. Youngest has been collected. Jim wasn't on, was it? Teacher didn't show up, so you were just sat in the classroom and I rescued you, didn't I?
We're just sat in the classroom.
No, you were eating snacks, weren't you? Right, last week's winner of the Chrome Soft Balls was Bob Peacock, so he's won, been messaged by Golf Online. Now, if you want to win this week, one of 10 Duff beer can head covers supplied by golfonline.co.uk, there's a link down there. Hit that link, follow, sign up, and you can win. There's 10 up for grabs for next Monday, and that can be a man, a woman, a senior, a rude golfer. I mean, anyone can win it, really. They're quite elegant. So some of the main points from today's video for me and the discussions online that should stand out, and I've written them down to try and get as many in, and there's loads more. I could do millions of videos on this, and you're just scraping the surface. People playing too fast is as much as a problem as people playing too slow. Playing too fast does not mean you're doing the right thing, because that can cause jams like it does on the road if the course is full, as much as people playing too slow. Busy courses are always going to be slower. Think driving on the M25. It's slower when there's more traffic. That's just a fact. If you are only able to play at busy times, you are going to have to deal with slower times to when it's quieter, or slower pace compared to when it's quieter. Right, me and Orla are waiting for eldest to come out of drama practice.
Yeah.
So a couple of other points then, just for today. Anyone can be slow or fast, any age, any sex. There's no patterns to it, as much as some of you obviously in that poll want to point out there is. There isn't.
Why were you running?
Eldest, how did it go?
Well, I just can't sing.
So you didn't go for a singing part then? Next point, calling people through is not always the answer. If the course is full, calling people through. We've been called through before when we're filming, because people can see that we can hit it and they get a bit intimidated, and we go, look, we don't want to go through. So they call us through and then they're just waiting on us. It kind of packs us all up. So calling through is not as simplistic as so many try to make out. And then the most important fact, which hopefully this whole video is trying to get across, is just please, please, please be more tolerant of the players around you. I see so much anger-based slow play tweets, ideas, on course, suggestions and aggressiveness towards player. Just be aware of your surroundings, how it's moving, why you're being held up. Don't just blame the people in front of you. It's not as simplistic as that. And look, I really enjoy it out on the golf course. I don't mind if it takes a bit longer. Just remember, you're there to have fun. Fanula, do you know what the word elegance means?
Yeah, it means like beautiful, kind of.
Do you know what the word elegance means, Orla? Would you ever say I look elegant? Would that feel appropriate? Interesting.